What's up, man? This is Josh. I'm gonna be starting up this podcast and just talking about just a bunch of stuff with a bunch of people. I really don't know where this is going, but we'll see where it goes. My first guest will be my brother. We talked about Chance the Rapper's performance, growing up, and finding out what it's like being the second brother, man. See his side on what it's like, because I don't know if I can ever understand what it feels like being a second born, because I obviously was the first. And his mixtape is coming out soon. You gotta give that a listen. And we also talk about what else did we talk about? I got a list here. Yeah, we talked about his schooling and stuff, and the legendary double buddy burger challenge. So I hope you enjoy my first episode. It's about to kick in. I still don't have a title for this, actually. So let's just call it podcast number 1. All right. Oh, man. Okay, let's get right into it, man. So, what's up, man?
Oh, nothing much.
Yeah, nothing much.
We just got home.
Yeah, we just got home. Anything new? Tell us what happened yesterday.
We went to Chance.
Chance the Rapper,
We saw Chance.
It was awesome.
I used the Snapchat filter.
And that nobody else knew about.
Yeah.
Who did we go with?
We went with CJ, Zoe, and Francesca.
Yeah, and myself as well. It was a good ass concert. Good ass. What was your highlights in the concert?
Probably the people that I was next to.
Tell them about how you were cheering with that plastic bag.
So Josh bought some merch, and for whatever reason I was holding on to it. And I don't trust people, so I was holding on to it the entire concert. I had it wrapped around my wrist, and then I was bouncing up and down. If you could just imagine a bag flailing in the sky while you're jumping with it, that's exactly what was happening.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I can only imagine. I was sitting on the far end near the stairs, and what's funny is that our group of 5 shifted to the right for some odd reason, and we were just celebrating for quite some time. We were up the whole time. How long was the set? Maybe an hour and 45 minutes?
I don't even know, man.
Yeah.
It was supposed to start at 9, and then started a bit later.
Yeah, that's how they usually are. This is your second concert, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't like your first time, right? What was you want to tell us about that?
The Danny Brown, Vince Staples, ASAP Rocky, and what was it, Tyler?
Yeah,
Tyler,
yeah.
the creation. Being on the floor and watching a whole bunch of white people fight. And seeing a whole bunch of clouds of gas and smoke.
Yeah, we were kind of being the secondhand smokers.
Yeah,
that night.
I wasn't a big fan of that.
Yeah, no, as a first experience, it might have been a little rough. We did buy, we bought floor tickets for his first concert, and it was me, CJ, and Jordan.
We bought a shirt.
Yeah, we bought a shirt and we bought a hat. It was pretty cool. What else was there? Yeah, it was just shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, some fat girl behind me was constantly grinding on my arm. And I was like, please leave me alone.
Yeah, it was pretty hard. I mean, there's a couple fights that was going around too, beside us too. My gosh.
Yeah.
Over nothing, really. Over nothing. Everyone's trying to have a good time, and yet you have these fools just coming around, trying to throw some elbows at each other, and some of them accidentally hitting others, and then that starts a snowball effect. And
especially when a guy brings a girl with her.
Yeah. Testosterone levels go high, man. He starts getting a hard dick. I don't know.
You get too much estrogen in your system.
Yeah.
And then you just have a cat fight.
Yeah. No, it's pretty bad, man. But yeah, back to the Chance concert. Your plastic bag. So I bought 2 hats. One with the number 3 on it, the one that he had on his mixtape. That's the one I wanted a lot. And a special edition Chicago something socks. I'm not too big on Major League Baseball, but it was limited edition, and it was super cool too.
Was that the team that Michael Jordan played on? The White Sox?
No, I don't think he played on the White Sox. He played for a minor league, because he wasn't he wasn't that great apparently.
Well, why would you want a basketball player on your baseball team?
Yeah, exactly. But he wanted to do that growing up. The only highlights I saw of him playing baseball was in Space Jam. when the Looney Tunes came in.
Yeah, and when R. Kelly started singing.
Yeah, man, R. Kelly. It's my favorite R&B singer right
and
there.
I Believe I Could Fly.
I believe too, man. He's the reason why I messed up my jaw when I was a kid.
Oh, how?
Okay, so when I was grade 2, my dad bought this. Our dad. Yeah, we share the same dad, you guys.
The dad.
The dad. Yeah.
The dad.
So yeah, the dad bought us this cool Nerf basketball hoop. It was about 3, 4, 5 feet high.
Yeah, that's high, man.
Yeah, it's pretty high when you're 4 feet. And I was doing some cool dunks, man, doing stuff off of Space Jam.
Oh.
And I decided to jump from one side of the living room to the other. And behind this basketball net was this sofa, this chair. And it's one of those old school chairs where it's all soft, in the middle. And then on the sides, it has a little wooden piece on the side, for the design.
The green one?
The green one, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I emulated this free throw line dunk.
Is it the one where he stretched it from from the half court?
No, man, no. It's actually from the dunk contest where he turned his head sideways. So I did the exact same thing. I amazingly, it felt like I actually did it. It was incredible. And then, I kind of flew to the side because, I got hops, right? So I tilted my head to the side. I don't know where my scar is now. Do you see it?
No. He's pointing to his neck right now. Yeah. I can't see anything.
Yeah. I'm growing up, man. My beard. So I hit the sharp piece on my jaw area.
Wait. Oh, on the couch?
Yeah, the wooden piece. Yeah, I flew sideways. Yeah, the air turbulence was crazy in the living room. The fan was on extra high. And so I busted my jaw, and my dad was in the washroom, and for some reason, I'm usually scared telling my dad stuff, but for some odd reason, I decided to show him how busted up my jaw was, like I was proud. And I decided to go to the washroom where he was. I think he was shaving or something, something that he never does. And what happened was I lifted my shirt on my shirt, the bottom of the shirt. You know how you lift it up so you can cover your face? And I'm like, Papa. That's what we call our dad, by the way, Papa. I'm like, Papa. He's like, what? And then I dropped my shirt down. He looked at it. He's like, what the hell is this shit? What? I don't know. He said some shit in Filipino that I've yet to understand.
Anyametin, man.
Yeah. Anyametin.
Palalo ka.
Yeah. Palalo ka.
Masyado di mo.
And what's the worst one? Mahal kita. And, okay, so anyways, he got really pissed off, and then he went straight to the living room, got the basketball hoop, started ripping it apart.
Oh.
Yeah, and then he ripped it apart. He bent the little stanchion part where it stands. Yeah, it was pretty bad, man. I was crying the whole time. Our tita Antilin, she was there.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh.
Why the hell are we talking about this again?
I don't know.
Basketball. Oh, Chance the Rapper. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. But yeah, the concert was great. The concert was great, man. It was a really good experience. It had a story to it.
Yeah.
It really had a story to it. It tied in with all of the mixtapes that he's put out so far, and he threw in a couple features as well. It was awesome. What was the highlight for you?
Me being there.
I am the highlight.
I'm the main event.
I personally like the puppets, even though they were super weird. But it was a weird concept, but it blended perfectly.
Yeah, Carlos. I was just staring at the guy controlling the puppet behind him.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, wow, he's doing a good job.
Yeah. He was doing a good job. Just to transition on different songs, there's this one instance where he was singing something and then he fell on the bed.
Oh yeah, all night.
Yeah, all night.
I don't know. The track, it sounded like he was slowing down and then going in reverse, and then he span out into bed.
Yeah, it was.
And the song is about drinking, so.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a great concept, and all the songs tied in perfectly. What else was there? He did a couple featured songs that we totally forgot about, the Kalani song. My favorite one was when he came out the door. I was screaming out, "Yo, he came out the closet, man!" And then he pulled out the Action Bronson song.
Yeah, Baby Blue.
Yeah, oh, that was a good one too.
Yeah, I didn't know that was gonna come.
Yeah, I didn't know that was gonna come either.
I was like, what are they gonna do with the door? He comes through the door, and then the door just disappears. I was like, what was the point of that?
Yeah, I don't know. No, it's just his way of transitioning into songs and stuff.
Yeah.
And what's cool was that like we grew up in a Christian home, and we really appreciate how he can really transition, because he got us turning up at the beginning, like right off the bat, like with Angels. That was a hype track on that mixtape, and like for him to transition from that all the way into like us being all, you know,
man, I saw people hugging.
Yeah, we saw people hugging. So it was from turn up to like, wow, what do you call it? From like a gospel view, or like it feels like it was Sunday service.
Yeah, it made me want to kiss people.
Yeah, makes me want to hug my friend. CJ. Yeah, but yeah, we knew every track that came out actually, and each time it came up, it was incredible. I'd mark out. That's a wrestling term. I'd mark out. Oh, that's coincidental because your name's Mark.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting your name is Mark.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I grew up with knowing your name is Jordan.
My name was Jordan for like 18 years.
Yeah. Yeah. What made you decide to want to switch over to Mark?
Moving to Surrey. So what it is, what the whole thing about my name is that it's Jordan to everybody in Vancouver.
Yeah.
And then everybody at CI, that's like a Christmas camp in the States, they know me as Mark Jordan.
Right.
And then I'm like, you know what? Once we move to Surrey, my name is Mark now.
Is it because there's like a couple other Jordans in that Christian Institute camp? Is that why you wanted to?
Just one other Jordan.
What?
There's a couple Marks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, you know what? There's a Jordan. There's a bunch of Marks. I'm Mark Jordan.
You know what's cool? I always thought you could have gone with MJ. MJ would have been cool too.
Yeah, but I'm starting to go by MJ, but that's just in post-high.
Oh, post-high.
So I categorize people by letting them categorize me.
Yeah.
So if you call me Jordan, then I know what part of my life you're from.
Oh, cool.
And if you call me MJ, then I know you don't matter, because you're just like the most recent people.
Yeah, it'll catch on. Maybe they'll call you like Jordan later on.
Yeah, that'd be weird. So like, I spent the entire almost 2 years now going by Mark.
Yeah. No, it's like you've had a long... Yeah, let's see how long this Mark will last. Maybe they'll start calling you Feliciano. Yeah, so he has 4 names. I have 3.
Yeah.
And my middle name actually has no significance whatsoever.
Yeah.
Mar. Like, what the hell is that shit? It's
that Mar guy.
Yeah. Actually, in nursing, it's medical administration record. So that's how I remember how Mar means.
That doesn't matter, man.
Yeah, no, it really doesn't. No, but yeah, that's interesting. Like, I wish I had meaning to my name, because I've always been going by either Josh or Joshua. I would always wish I had like some other nickname to go by, because like our cousins, Stacy, they call you Ubit.
Oh yeah.
Wait, why do they call you Ubit?
I think it's because I don't wear pants in the house.
Yeah, you know what's funny? He doesn't wear pants in the house, but I go out shirtless.
Yeah. So I mean, you pick your poison.
Yeah, exactly. And if we had like maybe a third sibling, he'd probably be the naked one.
Yeah.
To be honest.
We're the only one wearing clothes.
Yeah, exactly. But, okay, let's transition over to why. I have a question. Why? How did we get into this double buddy burger challenge?
I think.
Oh, explain it to them first.
Okay, so. The Double Buddy Burger Challenge, if you haven't seen it, it's on Josh's page on Facebook. So I eat a Double Buddy Burger, and I told Josh, like we were watching a bunch of Matt Stoney videos, and there's like competitive eating, and like eating as fast as you can. And like one day when I was going to school, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to A&W. I saw this Double Buddy Burger, and I heard it on advertisements on YouTube, so shout out to A&W. That one fat guy in the advertisements.
Yeah, man, that's the only place that doesn't use antibiotics in their meat.
Yeah, no steroids and hormones.
No steroids. I don't know if I could buy that. Like, how would you know? You know?
Yeah.
Those patties are way too thin to figure out if they are or aren't.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was like, hey Josh, record me. I'm gonna Matt Stoney this. And in my head, I was like, I'm going to finish this in 10 seconds.
10 seconds, yeah. 10 seconds was the goal. It was pretty close, too.
Yeah, it was only like
a minute and 10 seconds.
Minute and 10 seconds. So plus 60 seconds.
Plus or minus a minute, you were pretty much in your goal reach.
Yeah.
No, it was pretty cool.
Not too far at all.
Yeah, and we've had a couple of challengers go at it, as well as myself. I've yet to post it. I don't know if it's ever going to go up, but there's this one guy that demolished your record.
Yeah, 2 people actually.
Oh, there's 2.
Yeah, remember Kevin?
Who?
Kevin.
No, he doesn't count.
Oh, he doesn't count. Yeah, he doesn't count. Yeah. Just completely ignore what I just said.
Yeah, who's Kevin? All right, moving on. Yeah, we our cousin from Winnipeg, Christian.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think he was born for this. He was born ready to demolish this guy's record. It was pretty bad. It was pretty good, actually, just looking at him eat and stuff.
Yeah, because if you watch my first few seconds of taking bites, it was like, yo, this guy could finish in 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
If you see Christian's first few seconds of bites, it's like he's going to finish it in like a second.
Yeah, no, it's you gotta swallow and chew at the same time.
Yeah, and I can't do that.
Yeah, I'm the type of person that, has to, cut it all the way down to, micro pieces.
Yeah, but then even when you bite it to a size where it's small, it's all just gonna pile back up.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to bite, separate it,
yeah.
swallow it, and then continue doing that.
And I'm usually the worst person when it comes to doing something intense, because I usually end up making people laugh. Because I remember you had a 6-person challenge.
Yeah, it was a fatal 5-way. That's yet to come out too.
Yeah, exactly. It was a fatal 5-way, and then I think I said something, and then
it's like
they were blaming me.
Yeah.
Because I said something
inappropriate. We were all eating, and then Josh said something. But if you look at the video, I'm straight faced. It's like nothing even happened.
Yeah, it's like he's used to me talking like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I'm like the secret dark horse that helps him win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Christian.
Oh, Christian, yeah, man. Christian was at it, man.
But he can't be the champion because I'm the champion. I'm the only champion.
That's false. He actually whooped your ass.
I invented the thing.
Yeah, you invented it, but did John Cena invent the WWE?
Yeah. John Cena is the WWE.
Yeah.
You know what? He's so much of the WWE, you can't even see him.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
So when is that video coming up? You're going to have to eventually post it up. Because, right now, he's technically the champion.
Yeah, right? I know. But if you saw the other video that I made, I was like, I am the champion still. It's just because he's too far for me to give him the actual belt.
Yeah, I mean, so, he doesn't have the physical title. It's just out there.
Yeah. But I just came out with the BBC, the Buddy Burger Championship.
BBC is a different category, so I'm not sure if that's something you'd want to look up on Google.
Oh, yeah, so don't do that.
Please
I invented the damn thing.
He sure did, yeah. And, this is another challenge out to anyone else that's willing to give it a shot.
Yeah,
just buy a double buddy. What burger is it?
It's the double buddy burger with cheese.
Is it the chicken?
No, it's the regular one with beef.
Okay.
You could also go with the chicken one. That one's really good, but I like sitting down and eating it.
Mm-hmm. So go with the beef and then time yourself, record it, and send it to my brother.
Yeah, and chances are I'm probably not going to upload
it. Especially if you beat your score.
Yeah. If you go 2 minutes like CJ did, then yeah.
I almost had it up, but then I kind of just gave in afterwards because
I think in 45 seconds you kind of just started laughing about it.
Yeah, because I'm like, this is stupid, and this burger is too good not to just go down my throat. No homo.
Yeah.
Pause that. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously though, I think you should continue on with that because it started a little trend. How many people have done it? Maybe 10 people?
One, me, CJ, you.
Your friends.
My friends. Oh yeah, that counts as 5 people.
Yeah, and then Mac, I think CJ.
But Mac did it twice technically. I think Jordan wanted to do it too when he was here, but then he didn't get to.
Okay. Well, we'll continue.
But when I do the leadership training for CI, I'm probably gonna head up there, find an A&W, and we're gonna do it there.
That's gonna be huge. Oh, CI is Christmas Institute. It's some church camp down in the States.
Yeah, I've been going since I was in grade 7. But then I didn't go last year because I just dabbed. You didn't even see it.
I went 2008. That was my first church camp experience under them.
Oh, under them, yeah.
Yeah, and then I went for 3 years, and then I stopped going for whatever reason. I think I was too old.
You were a big boy.
Yeah, it was too big. I couldn't fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I visit usually, right?
Yeah.
Just maybe once.
Like on the last day.
Yeah, exactly. When I have to pick you up.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. So, anyways, you have growing up. What's it like being like the second brother?
The second brother.
Do you feel like it's an advantage knowing that I had to go through this shit? And
Yeah, honestly, because I remember when I was going through high school, I would just see your report cards or hear about your report cards, and I remember that one time when Manuel was over at our house. We were just upstairs playing on the Xbox, and then you came up to me and you're like, Jordan, I got an F in social studies. And then you're gonna show Papa, and then you're like, just go downstairs. And then me and Manuel went downstairs, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be better than Josh in high school.
Hey man, I don't know, man. Hey, I turned out pretty well. Like
Afterwards, you did really well afterwards.
No,
also,
but like I just never took high school seriously. Like I was all focused on like lunchtime and
yeah, that's where it is, man.
Yeah, lunchtime and socializing and like more with basketball because that's what I.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
basketball. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of basketball, yeah,
man.
I heard you had like a lot of hype coming into high school after I left.
Because as soon as I walked into the basketball gym, there's a whole bunch of random Filipinos that were like, "Hey, Josh!" I'm like, "I'm Jordan, you idiots."
There's that one gym teacher, Mr. DeMarco, the PE teacher.
Yeah, he is like, "Hey, Josh," and I'm like, "I'm his little brother," and he's like, "Oh, okay." And yeah, so in my grade 8 year, I joined Spring Hoops. It's like some basketball intramural thing. And
this is the following year after I graduated.
Yeah, after you graduated.
And the year before he came in, me and my team that I like bundled together, we ended up winning the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so
they were like, "Oh man, now that Josh is out and Josh's little brother is coming in, he's going to be like a monster at basketball." And you know what? In elementary school, I played on the grade 6 basketball team. I did not get the ball a single time until the very last game. And you know what it was? It was just because I wasn't popular. It was stupid.
Yeah.
It was a dumb system.
Yeah.
Kids suck.
Hey man, back in the day, like whoever's popping, they give it to them.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, nobody bothered giving me the ball, so.
Basketball was pretty bad back in elementary, now that you think about it. Whenever someone touches the ball, you scream for their name immediately.
Yeah.
Right?
And not just that, but like, they're just going to try and score right away.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody plays like thinking ball.
Yeah, in elementary, it was never like 5-on-5. It was like 15-on-15.
Yeah.
10-on-10.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it would fill up the whole
And
thing.
then,
It's like a Royal Rumble.
And I would always either be picked like second to last, and whoever was last was like the most unpopular kid.
That's a shame.
It's like, you know what? That's good.
In elementary and high school, I kind of stayed in my lane, stayed where I was kind of like, I wouldn't say respected, but like more known. Yeah, so I mean, like band was pretty cool for me back in the day.
Oh, dude, I was like the most unknown person in school. Or like I was known, but they just knew me as like that one chubby kid.
Oh yeah, you were. Yeah,
I was pretty fat, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I was fat too.
Yeah, you were fatter.
Yeah, I still am fat. No, but like growing up, I don't know. Like it was the food that we ate. Like you don't cook good food, man.
She was cooking like hella instant noodles when we were 5, or when I was 5.
Oh man, like way before your time, before you were born, I had nothing but instant noodles. Inang is our grandma, by the way, who we love dearly. She's still with us today.
Yeah,
and she still feeds us food. And
still giving us instant noodles, man.
Yeah, I'm still down for the instant noodles. This is why I am how I am. Fat and filled with sodium. Yeah. Unnecessary sodium. But anyways, yeah, being like the second born.
Yeah,
did you feel like there was an advantage? Or like, I mean, that's like one aspect. But what about like getting in trouble? Or did you learn from my mistakes? Or did you go out and make your own?
I just looked at what you did and I was like, I'm gonna do this differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, so take basketball for instance.
No, I think we're like different in some aspects. Like hobby wise and like.
Yeah, because we're not extremely into the same interests.
Yeah, exactly. I can't think of a difference. I mean, you're more computer based and like sit down.
Yeah.
I'm more active. Like I enjoy being active. I think it's because I was super fat back then and I was always getting like fat shamed by my dad. Okay, so there's this one time at Auntie Lynn's house. I don't know if you remember, but I was just eating a lot. When am I ever not eating a lot? And then our dad would just be like, "Hey, Josh, come here." I'd be like, "Okay." And you know how I'd walk. I used to walk like a penguin.
Yeah.
So like dun, 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 dun. And he'd always take me to the washroom and he'd be like, "Hey, look at yourself in the mirror. Tell me you're not fat. Are you fat?" I'm like, and then like I still had food in my mouth. I couldn't answer. I was still chewing, and I was like, "Yeah." But man, that was so degrading back in the day, because like our auntie cooks like the best food, hands down. Like,
hey, don't tell my dad or our dad.
No, I don't even care. Like, he's she really knows. I think she's one of the reasons why I was fat, still am. But like, I don't know, man. She really is a good cook. She really is a good cook. Like, she made pizza. She made bubble tea, man.
Yeah, she's the reason why I like mango bubble tea.
Yeah, exactly.
To this day.
Yeah, mango bubble tea and like, I don't
strawberry.
know. Did I say pizza?
Yeah.
She tried making chow mein. Like, she's really, really talented. Like, those are the kind of titas you want in your life.
Yeah, I know. But it's unfortunate we don't see her as often.
Yeah, man. Things change. Things change. But yeah, man.
Also, what was I gonna say? Like, I initially tried walking the same like path that you took, and eventually I was like, you know what? I'm a different person.
No.
I'm just like not the same person.
Yeah, no. I feel like our family, we kind of went in a different.
Yeah, it's weird because you see other siblings and they're very similar.
Yeah.
But then, like, sure, we have some kind of similar interests as well, but we're just completely into different things.
Yeah, exactly. But like when it comes down to like having fun and stuff, like anything that we do is always like good times.
Yeah.
Like take for example, we were playing Donkey Kong 64 like maybe past few weeks, and I couldn't beat this level back in like 2000. Like early 2000s. Like, it was that stupid Tiny Kong level. Wait, no.
It was it was Frantic Factory, Toy Box, or not Toy Box, it was Mad Jack.
Yeah, you guys gotta look that up. It's like beyond impossible.
Yeah, it's apparently the hardest boss battle in the game.
Okay, well that makes me feel a little better because I have not touched the game ever since, and my brother bought a Wii U and he downloaded it again, so I decided to give it another shot.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty good moment, man, when I beat him. But yeah, I'm like not as big of a gamer guy as you are.
I think it's just because I was more... Like, when I was younger, I had more gaming time, I feel.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell was I doing as a kid? I was always out, hey?
Yeah, you were hanging out with your friends.
Yeah.
But then I didn't really... Because kindergarten, we were at Westminster, right? And then halfway through my kindergarten year, we moved over to Vancouver.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have, like... Because after a couple of years, I realized I wasn't really hanging out with kids.
Yeah.
I wasn't really hanging out with kids after school. I would just go straight home because we were like right next to school.
Right. No, I remember I would always stay home or stay at school just to play basketball.
Yeah, I would just
in the playground.
I just headed straight home.
Yeah.
And like, do your homework.
Mm-hmm.
Also known as not doing your homework.
Oh man, I don't remember ever doing homework for anything, even in high school. Dude, no.
In grade 4, I had like the most chill teacher ever, and I actually did get migraines in class.
Oh yeah,
like they were like really bad fevers,
mm-hmm.
right? But then I would start using that as an excuse for not doing my homework.
Grade 4, hey? Already starting some shit.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And in my grade 9 year, there was a strike for the school.
Grade 9. Oh, I was out.
Yeah, you're already out. But there was a strike at school, and they weren't giving any report cards at all.
Uh-huh.
And ever since then, it was just like all straight downhill.
Oh, dude. Man, report card was always the scariest time for me, and I'm sure a whole bunch of you listeners feel the same way, man.
Yeah,
especially
unless
when
you're one of those kids that like try hard. Too hard.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have respect for that because I should have done that.
I mean, like, the grades are great and everything, but I think what the key is the work behind it.
Yeah,
and that kind of goes a long way with everything and anything.
Yeah, because like there's those students that do good in high school, but then they haven't really actually learned anything.
Mm-hmm.
They just do it because they're just following whatever rules they're given.
Yeah. But like, if you can apply the fundamentals into anything that you do, then you'll go a long way.
Yeah, because there's some kids in high school that do really bad, but they do really good in post-secondary. And some kids that do really good in high school, but like suck at post-secondary.
You know what? I think they need to find like the right thing, or like they need to find their niche or their calling card. You know, like once you find something that you really want to do, I feel like if you really go for it, then it'll be like an easy transition.
Yeah, not just that, but they gotta teach us the right way.
Yeah, no, like, yeah.
It's hard because you have to tailor teaching to every kid.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel that way too. Because you know how there's different learners. You know how there's like different learners and shit.
Yeah.
Like there's a visual learner, there's an audible learner.
Yeah.
There's a hands-on person. I feel like I'm more visual and hands-ons because.
I'm kind of the same way.
Yeah, because like I feel like I do better when I'm like physically doing it. I think it's because I have good muscle memory. I'd like to think I have good muscle memory.
Yeah,
like
I can't sit down and read something and feel like I'm learning off of it.
To be honest, I have like the biggest trouble studying. Like regardless of how hard I try, like my attention span is no longer than like 15 seconds. I'm not even kidding. 15 seconds. Like, you know how you read a book? I just give up after like the second sentence and then just like blurt through the whole thing and then start reading where I just like, okay, let's just start here and then just keep going.
Right.
Yeah. Like I never really read thoroughly, you know? That's why I was pretty bad in papers. Or like, I don't know, man. My only motivations in like reading were in gaming manuals.
Because they have like illustrations.
Yeah, like
picture books.
Oh, dude. Okay, so the one book that I completely read front to back and that made me the proudest was like the Bible. There's this kid's Bible that was like 500 pages and had pictures in it. And I read through the whole thing, man.
I read that thing like 7 times. Man.
Oh, shit. I only read it like once. But still, like the fact that I actually...
It's because there's pictures, man.
It was entertaining along the way. It's very entertaining along the way.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, what are your like religious views now? Like, you know, growing up, because when we were kids, we would go to church every Sunday. My parents would always force us to go to like, church camp or like Sunday school.
Sunday school, yeah.
See, I don't even know what it's called anymore. I haven't been going regularly. But yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
Like, I just don't like how long it takes.
What do you mean?
Because like our church in particular, you go there. And then you get there at 5, and then sometimes we end up getting home at like 10.
Yeah, we ever since we moved to Burnaby from Vancouver, big transition, hey. Yeah. This is next up. We started going to like evening service.
Yeah,
which I think
like
it's kind of stupid.
It was cool when I had more friends there, but then after a while, all those people just started leaving.
Right.
And it just got replaced with a whole bunch of younger kids, and like I'm cool with them too, but
right.
I just I don't like feeling like I'm wasting my time.
Oh man, I feel like that every Sunday, man.
Yeah, that's why
I feel like
that's my only problem being there, because I went to some of my other friends' churches, and their service, their entire thing is just an hour.
Everything, right? Like announcements.
Everything. You fit it all in 1 hour.
Announcements, singing, the worship service, and then
at our church, it's like 1 hour, and then the actual thing starts.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. But like, what about like that's just going to Sunday.
Yeah, that's just going.
Like, what about your like morals and everything? And just
I still follow, whatever I learned when I was younger.
Yeah.
Just kind of loosely.
No, yeah, I'm like that too. I've kind of come... No, I wouldn't say atheist, but it's like I know he's there. Yeah, I know he's there. But like, it's at the same time, like, you know how there's like 10 commandments and stuff?
Yeah.
It's like, it's, you know, thou should not...
Right.
It's like,
I just feel like if one seems to be more important than the other ones, then I'll follow that one strongly.
Right. Well, I mean, obviously you wouldn't want to kill anyone
versus
like stealing.
If I feel like it's more morally impactful, then I'll find that more, more serious to take that. Because some of them is just... I
don't know.
Like, isn't there one that's like, don't lie or something like that? I mean, that's my other problem with the church. Because, like... You go to it. Some of the worst people that I've ever met.
Yeah, okay. Can I cut you off there?
Yeah.
All right. So, when I was 2012, not my age, but the year. they were, I decided to really go for my dreams and to become like a pro wrestler because that's what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, like when I was like 5, 6, when I first saw like Rey Mysterio with the cool mask in WCW, doing all the moves that you've never seen before on television.
Like backflips and stuff.
And backflips and like front flips and like
still can't do
cartwheels and all that shit. I was really going for it, and then, I didn't want to tell my mom, and she kind of knew. I don't know. She just has that motherly instinct where she just knows everything.
They know everything you do without you telling them.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's scary.
Yeah, no, it really is scary. And okay, to sidetrack. One day I was just like, "Hey, I'm gonna be living with my ex in Winnipeg." Or like, going to Winnipeg, to hang out with my ex. And the first thing she says, she's like, "Just wear protection." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Okay, Mom.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, all right.
You're the best, Mom."
Yeah. Yeah, but anyways, I was going to Atlanta to go and practice my skills there.
Wrestling school.
As a wrestling school.
WWA for.
Yeah, it was a good school, man. And to actually go. But like my mom, she's the type of person where she has to tell someone. She tells everyone like our personal stories and like our history, and that annoys the shit out of me because like we're kind of private people.
Yeah, and I really don't like it when people share things.
Yeah, especially like I love my mom to death, but like, come on, man, this is personal. Like I prefer.
I'm fine when I'm the one telling you.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. But like she goes off and tells like the people from church. I'm not gonna tell anyone. I'm not gonna say any names, but like it was like embarrassing. It was pretty bad because there's like these Filipinos that would be like, "Oh, you should be doing this, that, and the other," and that really pisses me off because like, yeah, I'm like Filipino by birth.
Aren't we all?
Like I have no choice, right? But like, oh, you should do this, that, be a nurse.
Yeah, be a nurse. There you go. That's all.
And look what happened.
You became a nurse.
Yeah. But that's for a different story. But like, yeah, the fact that like these people are so judgmental and like I didn't really feel the support of the others there, and them being labeled as Christians, you'd think they'd be like all great, like, I support you, I support this. Dreams, right? Yeah, go follow your dreams, blah, blah, blah. But, like, there's, like, maybe one or two that are, like, super awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like,
for the most part.
The most part, like, oh, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you, man, fuck you. That pissed me, that pissed me off so much. Yeah. I can't, like, I couldn't stand it. I think that's the time when I stopped going to church.
Yeah.
Like, I can't handle this. I can't handle these people.
I was constantly hearing it, too. It's like, why is your brother doing this? It's like, you know what? Just let him do what he wants to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd be, like, more than happy to just go and do something that I've always wanted to do.
That's when I started having, like, less of a filter because... that was the moment I realized, like, it doesn't matter what people say, you're still gonna go for it.
Right.
There's always gonna be someone that's always critiquing you or talking about you, talking bad or good about you, and, like, that's something that I ended up learning through that, like, little time span or that experience. So, I mean, I'm grateful for it, but, like, it annoys me how people are like that. It's like they have nothing better to say or better to do other than just talk about whatever. I don't know. Gossip really pisses me off.
Yeah, it's like I noticed it a lot among Filipino people.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, I mean, we're around quite a bit of Filipino people. It's like when we go to Filipino parties. Keyword Filipino.
Yeah, I mean, because we are Filipino.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that, but I'm pretty sure it's like everyone.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure there's other people like that in cultures too. Like we have a ton of friends, and like they've shared their stories with their parents, and they're kind of the same. But like,
yeah,
when it comes to parents, I feel like they want what's best for you. I mean, even though my mom was against it, she was always...
She was supportive of it.
Yeah, she was supportive. Maybe not at first, but like she's like, you know what? I can't stop you from doing whatever.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like parents should do when it comes to their kids. Like, yeah, don't like let them do whatever they want, but like if they're lazy, you're gonna have to put your foot down and like...
Right.
Yeah,
but then you weren't lazy. You wanted to go do this thing.
Dude, I had, like, that's when I started losing weight. I remember after our trip to Mexico, I was like 185, and that was like my heaviest at the time. I was looking at myself and I'm like, dude, I need to lose weight. And then like wrestling school, and I'm like, okay, let's do it. And this is when I started like working out hardcore.
Yeah, you were doing some really good workouts, man.
Yeah, I was running. I remember working in Walmart like 3 to 11 shifts, and then this is like hard labor too because I worked at the back.
Yeah,
I was in the truck, like actually lifting all the heavy loads and throwing them on the snake.
throwing them.
Yeah, that's how I practice my body slams, man.
Did you do people's elbow on the boxes?
Yeah, man, I did the frog splash and everything, man. But yeah, I started working out and stuff, and like what's crazy is that I'd always go for runs afterwards, like for half an hour outdoors, and it's like freezing cold. I prefer running at night because one, I think it's harder on your breathing because it's cold, and then like your lungs are a little more constricted, so you kind of work against it.
Yeah.
And it's dark.
There's a sense of urgency.
Not necessarily a sense of urgency, but it's like I don't see shit. There's no goal point, so I'll just keep running. But during the day, it's like, oh my god, that tree is over there. I've been looking at it for 10 minutes and it hasn't moved. Do you know why? Because I wasn't running yet. Like, you know what I mean, though, right?
You're sat for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's my run, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was good times, man.
Yeah, it's like how I. Because the only reason why I went into that computer thing in the first place was because people were like, oh, you shouldn't be a detective or you shouldn't get into police work because that's dangerous. And it's like...
you were going through the same thing as me when it came to like, oh, you should do this instead.
Yeah, not as severe
as
yours, but then... Because yours is like pro wrestling.
It's like respectable, I guess, to become a policeman detective versus like, oh, you're a wrestler.
Yeah.
Man, you know, there was so many looks that I was given when I said, oh, I'm going to try wrestling.
Yeah.
What's his Stacy, our cousin Stacy, Jeff. And I told Jeff, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be a wrestler, and he's like, Olympic wrestling, and I kind of hesitated. Like, I love him to death and everything, but I was kind of like, yeah, but Olympic wrestling is like, you know, the like actual wrestling, not the WWE type shit. So I kind of lied to him, and then. Yeah, I don't know. I was just hesitant. I just didn't want the image of like this guy I looked up to kind of feeling bad or like looking down at me and shit.
Yeah.
So I kind of lied. I don't know. It's hard to talk about at the time, just for the fact that people might react a certain way that I don't want to see, because that heavily influences me into like not wanting to give it a shot.
Not wanting to give it a shot, exactly. That's why I took the computer thing.
Yeah.
And then halfway through, I was like, you know what? This is stupid. I didn't suck at it.
Yeah.
I just gave up because it's like, man, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I want to do this other thing.
Yeah. I mean, I have concern for you because, like, you know, it can be dangerous and it's a very dangerous job. But, like, anybody can die from any job.
Exactly.
Like,
there's more deaths in, like, lawn bowling.
Yeah, there's more... Is it really?
I'm serious. In grade 7, we had this debate thing. And the debate topic was, should MMA be banned? And at the time, I was for it. Because it was like, my friend signed up to be for it as well. And then...
MMA to be banned?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the other side, the opposing side, they were giving like the top 10 most dangerous sports. Okay. And on the list was like fishing, cheerleading.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's lawn bowling. And then there's like, you know how many old people got injured by this? And then on the list that they read out, it was like, MMA is for pussies.
Oh, man.
And I was like, yo, we just lost this debate.
Yo, man, lawn bowling. I'd like to give lawn bowling a shot.
Yo, but no, we're gonna die, man.
It's worth a shot. But yeah, that comes to the point. Like, you can... I mean, anything is possible in any career.
Yeah.
You know, you could go...
Oh, you could die doing nothing.
Yeah, you could retire not dying.
You know what, I might as well die doing something I want to do.
Yeah, exactly. And doing something... So we'll just segue into like you wanting to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So this mixtape, what's it called? This mixtape.
Soliquy.
Yeah. And how deep are you into the project right now?
I've been making beats for it, and I have one track. It's out right now. It's the prelude.
Yeah.
And the hook is taken from Electric Relaxation.
I love that's my favorite song ever.
I didn't produce the beat myself. It was my friend Guion. And it was like, relax yourself, real
Yeah.
Settle down, relax and Soliquy. I heard that and I was like, this goes really well with this beat.
Right.
So I went ahead and did that. And yeah. I got the name off of that When I Ever Saw It song.
Yeah, that's the first time I've heard the word.
Yeah, exactly. I'd heard of it in English class because we were learning lit terms. It's lit, by the way. We were learning lit terms.
Oh, literature. I thought you were actually like, oh, it's lit. Okay.
Yeah, it is lit.
Yeah, you could tell by
really lit.
Oh, speaking of English, I was ESL even though I was born here.
Oh, dude, I was too.
Oh, what? What the hell? Yeah, grade 6. Like, I would always get called out. Whose class was I in? Like Mr. Hum's class. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd whenever we'd line up and they'd get ready for English class and I'd be lining up with old friends and stuff. They'd always make fun of me oh, ESL. And I'm like, what? I thought this was the special class, man. Shit. This is extra hard work, man.
I was in ESL in I think grade 1, grade 2.
Yeah.
Because when I first came in, or no, that was in... I don't know. I think because when I was doing my registration, I wrote down, or Mama and Papa wrote down my main language as Tagalog.
What the hell? Okay.
Yeah. So they just put me in an ESL class when really I was born here and I was speaking English.
Dude, that's... Well, you have pretty good English. You're good at it.
I love writing.
Dude, I'm so trash at writing.
But then I hate getting bad marks at it.
I hate English.
Yeah, I hate getting marked for writing because it's the stupidest concept ever.
Writing properly? I hate...
No, just getting marked for it.
You know what annoys me? Speaking, in quotations properly. What's proper English nowadays?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, there's slang words and everything, but is there really a proper way of speaking English?
And really, if you can just get your idea across, that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the whole purpose of being able to write out an entire essay just explaining something when you can just explain it in a few words.
Yeah, no, it's true. Okay, give me a description of this story in 125 words.
Yeah, wait, it's what's more impressive? Being able to write an entire thing?
Of what, right?
Yeah.
You can only write so much.
Yeah, and then, or perfectly explaining it in a few words.
Yeah, okay, Titanic. All right, guy meets girl, they die on boat together. The end.
Yeah, that's literally the entire Titanic. You know what? But you're expected to write out this entire essay.
The details of it.
Yeah, I don't know. You have to write about how Jack got frozen in the ocean. Who cares about Jack, man?
Yeah, man.
Who's that guy?
Yeah, what about the door?
Yeah, right. The door that they were floating on.
Yeah, exactly. No, that door never gets any recognition because that door was big enough for the both of them.
How did it even float?
Exactly.
I didn't even know doors could
And
float.
did that door even open?
Yeah, it opened his death.
Yeah, it opened up to his death, just like how Chance transitioned over to... Oh yeah, speaking of the religion stuff and back to Chance the Rapper, it's pretty cool how he's publicly, out there saying that he's a Christian rapper.
Right.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of Christian rappers like Lecrae, and that's all I could think of. But
I heard that Dima King guy was
he's pretty solid too, man.
Yeah, he's
pretty solid. Yeah, if you guys don't know what Dima means, you'll find out very soon when Soliquy drops. Speaking of dropping, when is it going to drop?
By the end of this year is where I'm aiming.
Yeah, I heard you were producing and you're doing everything for it, right?
I'm trying my best to do everything for it because I feel like I don't want to do what other rappers do, where they just borrow a beat and then they just rap over it.
Yeah,
because if I'm gonna...
That's the concept of a mixtape, though. It's just a showcase of how well you write and stuff.
I know, but if I'm gonna get into it, I might as well just try and produce my own thing. Mm-hmm. And plus, I feel like the best stuff comes out of things that you create yourself.
That's true. And you need to be inspired, too, as well.
Yeah, so, I mean, if I write something over something that I made, then I know it'll fit perfectly.
Yeah.
As opposed to
because you know what you want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my only problem is that I've been using Ableton as my main producing thing, and I cracked it, by the way, don't tell anyone. But it stopped working all of a sudden, and I was like, damn it, now I have to learn how Fruity Loops works.
Oh, I downloaded Fruity Loops legally, by the way.
And
and that I've never touched it. I don't even know.
I'm so confused as to what I'm supposed to do with it.
It's like you're starting all over again.
Yeah, I know. That's another thing that's causing a huge delay, because I've had several beats ready and completely finished on Ableton. But now I have to remake all of them in Fruity Loops. Because Ableton just can't work with me for some reason anymore. And it just upsets me.
That gets me to questioning, like, what made you decide to even try to make a song, and then, like, how did that transition over to, maybe I can make a few songs. Oh, okay, and then maybe, okay, let's make a project.
I forgot why I got a microphone in the first place.
Yeah.
I think... Oh, okay, so in my grade 12 year, I met a friend named Steven, and it turned out he was rapping.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the guy we...
Yeah, he's the guy I came over that one time. And I was like, you know what? I could get into this. Sure, it'll just be like a side thing that I'll do for fun.
Yeah.
And I was just writing, and most of my stuff when I started out, it was all like nursery rhyme stuff. It would be like, oh, I've been rapping and I don't need a hook, and I've been freestyling off a beat that I call Shook. And it would just be like Shook One's beat.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I don't go by the book. Come over here and take a look, that type of thing.
Yeah, no, I'm still around that stage anyway.
Yeah, it was like nursery rhymes, and it was like that for a while.
Yeah.
And then I made this. I found a whole bunch of instrumentals, and I was like, I'm gonna make a mixtape out of this.
Yeah.
And then I just had the list of instrumentals, and I kept on writing off of it.
Yeah.
And like, I was gradually getting better and better after each time.
Right.
And I was telling my friends were like, oh, why don't you just drop a mixtape? I'm like, okay, fine. But then I would write something, and then the next day I'd just write something so much better. So it just perpetuates it. I kept on going to the point where it's like, this thing's never coming out, so I might as well just...
And you have a knack for writing as well, as you said earlier. You said you loved writing too, and it kind of works.
I love writing.
Yeah, and you're like... You're into music too.
Yeah.
And like, I'm a huge music junkie, so like, it's like, I'm excited for whatever you're gonna drop. Like, when I first like heard like your first couple songs, I'm like, damn, this guy's actually really good.
Which one's the
I don't know, but
Freak Me Kuya and
no, the Waka Flocka. No, but seriously, I think you're really good, man. You should really put effort into this.
Yeah.
And like, what you are you working with anyone else? Like, is there any features on here?
I was planning on doing that.
Yeah.
But the features that I was talking to, they haven't done anything yet, except for Jed. That guy's cool.
Yeah, shout out to Jed.
Shout out to Jed. Yeah, that guy's cute.
Yeah. But so we're looking at like the end of the year, hey?
Yeah.
What are your influences when it comes to like the music? Like, who did you grow up listening to? I know we're probably gonna have the same answers.
Yeah, we have the same answers for that.
But like, what stood out the most at growing up and like right now?
So growing up, probably Kanye.
Oh, okay.
Like Late Registration.
Yeah.
I recently re-downloaded it on Spotify, and like
premium, by the way.
Yeah. And I just heard him say, I was like, dude, I listened to this song like all the time when I was younger, and I could still listen to it like every day if I felt like it. That song's like timeless to me.
Yeah.
And I would just listen to the way that he rapped and like put together words, and I noticed it was all like end rhymes and like internal rhymes too. And I was like, this is kind of how I write.
Yeah.
And I also noticed that when I rap, I sound like Logic.
Oh, you do, hey? Oh, kind of, yeah.
Like when I get more into like the intense sounding voice.
Oh, yeah. Because like your Waka Flocka one.
Yeah.
You had some instances where it sounds like Logic. Okay, yeah. Logic is a rapper, by the way. He's really, really good.
Yeah. I have a video on Facebook, by the way. It's of me freestyling while doing a Rubik's Cube.
And Logic did this, yeah.
Yeah, at the time, I actually didn't know how to do a Rubik's Cube.
You guys should look at it. Hopefully we should put that in the link somewhere.
Yeah. So I was just randomly rotating the cube. I was just giving a reason so it would make it look impressive that I was rapping. Because really, I was just focusing on thinking about rhymes.
Yeah.
And I came up with some pretty good stuff, I think. What else? What did I say? I'm trying to think of some lines. Oh, it's like, I'm staring at a box covered up in stickers and I need to take a break. I'm going to go and grab a Snickers. I was like, yo. Like, while I was saying it, I was like, oh.
See, even you excite yourself sometimes, right? Yeah.
Especially when I freestyle.
Oh, freestyling is like...
Oh, yeah. That's another place where the whole rapping thing came from. Because I remember I downloaded that one app.
Yeah.
The auto rap.
Yeah, 2014. I remember I came back and we went on vacation to the States.
Yeah, and I had this auto rap app, and it would just play an instrumental, and you could just do a freestyles.
Yeah, we were freestyling, right?
All of our rhymes would be stitches, ditches,
and
bitches, and riches.
Yeah.
And dishes.
Yeah.
That'll be every single song.
Yeah.
But then we've evolved greatly from that point.
I'm still kind of yeah. Well, I mean, I just kind of half-ass write everything. I don't know if I put my effort into a couple songs, but it's like I don't know, man. It's writing is not really my thing. I mean, I try. It's fun too. Like when you're actually in like
yeah. I actually haven't been in the writing mood, mainly because I haven't had the time to make the instrumentals for my stuff.
Yeah.
Plus, I haven't actually downloaded them onto my phone, so I can't write on the bus, and that's like where I get my best ideas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you ever gone through like a writer's block?
Yeah.
Like right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or like in the last like year.
Oh, wow.
Because the whole Soliquy project, it's been running since like 2015 or like late 2014.
Oh, wow.
Because that's when I started my grade 12 year.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But what about now when it comes to influences? Like, who do you listen to now? Maybe give me like top 3 or 5? Is 3 too hard?
Top 3?
Yeah.
Like current.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I guess for all the listeners that listen.
Probably Logic, Kendrick, and it's just stuck on that, man.
Yeah, I mean, Chance is there too.
Oh yeah, Chance there. Yeah. Well, Chance, but then I can't really rap like him. I just like listening to him.
Yeah.
So it's he's not much of an.
But it's not. Well, I mean, but like the persona, the person can also influence you as well, right?
Yeah. But I'm not gonna rap about Jesus.
Not like that couple. Yeah. Well. So we're gonna be expecting it at the end of the year, right?
Yeah, and if it doesn't, I'm gonna shave my pubes on camera.
Awesome, and I'll be there to pick it up. So yeah, well, yeah, so like, where do you see yourself in like the next couple of years when it comes to like schooling and stuff? You're actually pursuing
criminology.
Yeah, and you're trying to become. I mean,
yeah, right now I'm
going to become a detective, aren't you?
Yeah, that's the end goal. Because like when I was younger, I would be like detective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
detective. it would either be doctor, detective,
detective,
doctor. And the doctor only came because my mom was a nurse, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna be a doctor." I'm like, "Okay."
Man, when I was growing up, they'd always be like, because they saw my grades, they kind of were like, "Why don't you try this? Try as in like, you might not do this, but try this or try that." And yeah, I was kind of that. I was that kid. I'm like, okay, so I have a little more freedom,
right?
But like,
dude, I didn't do anything. Like, I didn't do any extracurricular stuff.
What do you mean?
Like, you know how you're doing basketball and like when you're younger, you did like karate. I didn't do any extracurricular stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that's how you got. Also, and then gaming kind of.
Yeah, gaming kind of just took over because it's like I'm not doing anything else.
Yeah. What about? Okay, so what are your top games right now? Like, what do you play? Like, maybe give me 3 games
that I'm playing the most at the moment.
Yeah,
probably Destiny.
Oh, okay.
And Overwatch.
Minecraft.
Well,
Grand Theft Auto 2, right?
Grand Theft Auto. Well, I mean,
when I walk in, I see you play one of those 4.
Yeah, it's one of those 4.
I enjoy UFC though. That's a fun game.
Oh yeah, UFC when nobody else is on, and I don't feel like playing Overwatch. Like if I don't feel like turning on my computer, or if I don't feel like playing Donkey Kong, but then I beat the game recently, so I'm gonna be playing UFC. I'm gonna make a new character and beat the career in one day.
Yeah, that's awesome. Wait, so speaking of UFC, who's your favorite fighter right now?
Right now, Mark Jordan.
Yeah. What about like the actual UFC? Like, who do you enjoy watching the most?
Oh, Conor.
Yeah, Conor. Yeah, I like Conor too. Like, you know how UFC people would be like, "Oh, you're just saying Conor because he's popping," but like, I legit like Conor, man. Like, he's pretty good.
Because I didn't know, I wasn't watching any UFC at all until you guys mentioned like the Jose Aldo Conor fight.
Yeah,
and then when I saw the results of it, I was like, Jesus,
6 seconds, right?
Yeah,
like holy shit, right into it.
And it instantly brought me back into UFC.
I had that little mini UFC phase 2 around like 2009, 2010 when we first got that UFC.
Yeah, that was like when Brock Lesnar was there, right?
I don't know. I don't remember. I forgot who was on the cover of that game. Maybe it was GSP or some shit.
Yeah, it was GSP.
Was it?
Yeah, 2010 was Brock Lesnar.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I remember getting into that phase. I don't know why. I think it's because it was cool, and I was like,
Yeah, this will be exciting, you know.
I try not to really follow the trend. I mean, I like whatever I like now, but I think before I used to follow like the trends and shit. When it came to like fashion and like my influences. Like I remember when Big Sean came out with like the snapback, and I'm like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, you bought like 20 snapbacks.
Yeah, yeah, that was I went through that phase. Same with clothing, and like I still have like that Jordan phase too.
Dude, I was wearing the same clothes from like grade 8 to grade 11.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What were you wearing? Oh, just like those
really short jeans. Because I was wearing them since like grade 7.
You went through a growth spurt
in grade 10.
Yeah, me too.
Grade 10, it was like it wasn't significant, but it was there. And then grade 11. And then grade 12.
Shit.
And now I feel like I'm still growing. It's scary.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I kind of gave up basketball when I realized, like, okay, I'm not that great. And I'm not that tall either. Yeah, so that's when I was like,
Just for fun.
Just for fun, just to get my cardio up. But, like, deep down, I wanted to really play professional basketball. But, like...
the likelihood of it is really slim.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, what hurt my heart the most was that, like, I had no backup plan. I was one of those people where it's like, it's this or die. And, like, I basically died. But, like, yeah, things turn around. Things happen for a reason. But, yeah. That's pretty much it, man. Is there anything you want to say?
Follow me on Twitter at @TheMarkJordan. That was my commencement thing. You know how there's a guy that says your quote? Yeah. My quote was, Mark Jordan would like to thank everybody who supported him through high school. All these for the past 5 years, and he also wants you to follow him on Twitter at @TheMarkJordan. And as he was saying that, I gave like the crowd a big thumbs up.
Oh man, my commencement. Oh man, when I had my commencement, I wanted to do something memorable. The first time in high school, I did the Hulk Hogan thing.
Yeah, I remember. I saw that.
But like
it was really small though.
Yeah, it was like a small one. But like this one, I'm like, okay, I need it to be big. I ended up doing like the Running Man, and I dabbed.
Yeah, you dabbed. You dabbed like 4 times.
Yeah,
and then I was like, "Yo, that's lit." Yeah, and there was like some old people in front of me, and they're like, "What?"
Yeah, man, I got people laughing too. I don't know, man. I enjoy making people laugh.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do that.
It's like I think we're entertaining, but we're kind of like
we just don't feel entertaining.
Yeah. You know what? There's some things that make people laugh really, really hard, but it's like it's not that funny,
right?
But like when
we have a different sense of humor.
Yeah, I kind of realized that we were different growing up. It's like I don't really like whatever they watch.
Yeah,
or like I try to get into it, but it's like nah, I can't really do that shit. And I don't know, man. We just have weird humor. Like I say a ton of things, like especially in the nursing class amongst like the nine people that I graduated with. Yeah, we started off with 20 people, man. Yeah, and we kind of like we survived. How long are we in?
Like an hour.
Exactly an hour. Yeah. Oh yeah. So and then after that, it's like whenever I say something stupid or say something like I've had a person at least scratch their head at least once. Oh. At least like 9 times. Like, what? I
get that all the time. Like, I would say something, and to me, it was the funniest thing ever, and then people are just like, what?
Yeah.
Like, then when people say something funny, and then everyone else laughs, I'm just like, what?
Yeah, exactly. I don't get it. Yeah. I think we're our favorite, like, comedians.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? I think...
Like, the things that we're laughing at in this podcast is probably just funny to us.
Yeah, exactly. They're probably like, what? I don't think they even passed, like, the 10-minute mark, to be honest. Yeah. There's, like, probably 1 or 2 people that might listen to this.
If you're here right now, shout out to you.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're not asleep, good job.
Yeah, you deserve, like, something that I won't give. But, like, I think I started to enjoy my own company because I've been single for so long. Like, I haven't had my first girlfriend. I had my first girlfriend, like... 2012. Yeah, 12.
I think when did I get my first girlfriend? Like 2013.
Same time, right? Oh,
yeah, around like grade 10.
Okay. What the fuck was that?
End of grade 10. Yeah, grade 10.
Yeah, see, exactly. I don't know, man. I was just like I don't know. I always made myself laugh the most. I mean, there's Chester. Yeah. That guy, that's my cousin, by the way. He made me laugh like hella hard growing up. Him.
You're the only person that lived around me, so.
Stacy. Yeah, exactly. I don't know, man. We still kind of make each other laugh.
Yeah, the dumbest things, man.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Kevin makes me laugh And he doesn't even try.
He doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't
tell jokes. It's just funny.
Yeah, it's just funny how he says it. I don't know, just the way he says things. He just makes me laugh, like on cue and everything. Oh, there's an ant here. I went past your baking soda.
It's okay, man. They were probably here previously.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we're gonna have to cut it there.
Yeah.
All right, man. Any last words? Follow you on Twitter. You got an Instagram.
I don't even use Twitter, by the way, not that much, but do it anyways.
Your bird has an Instagram.
My bird has an Instagram.
Kiwi.
It's kiwi.the.bird.
You have a fucking Instagram for me.
Hey, man. Kiwi's my dude.
Oh, follow his Snapchat too. Kiwi's on there also.
Yeah, Kiwi he's borrowing my Snapchat. It's I am Mark Jordan. Add me on BattleNet. I might be MJ. I think my number is like 1425 or something like that.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
If you have a Wii U, it's I don't remember what it is. I am Mark Jordan there too. And
okay, we're gonna cut it
on
there.
PSN. It's a space duck. The Mark Jordan on Instagram. Mark Jordan Ramirez on Facebook. I'm gonna start a SoundCloud pretty soon.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. I think you should release your unofficial mixtape again, just so people can get a gist of it.
My Dima King one?
Yeah, Dima King. Yeah.
I don't think I want to release that publicly.
Oh, yeah. Hey, if you've received that link, you are very special.
Yeah, because I haven't sent that to many people.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's the hottest thing you'll ever hear in your life.
Yeah. All right, well, that's gonna do it, man. That's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Okay. All
right. Thank you.
All right, you guys. So that concludes my first podcast episode with my brother, my loving brother, Jordan Ramirez, aka Mark, aka Mark Jordan, aka Mark Jordan, aka Dima King. So be sure to look out for his mixtape. He has a ton of videos coming out soon. We made a couple videos with our friend CJ, and just be on the lookout for that. Next week's episode, I don't know if I'll do this weekly. Maybe I'll just do this as time goes by, and if I have time to sit down with someone else and just talk. I really don't know where this is going, where this is going to end up, but I hope it leads to great things, and I hope you guys listen throughout the whole thing. It's an hour. It's a long listen, but maybe we could give you like a download link or something that they can listen to while you go for a long drive or probably work out and shit. So yeah, there you go. First episode is in the books. I hope you enjoyed. Let's call this... You know what? I need everyone in the comment section to talk and give me a name for my podcasts. It's just all over the place, man. But anyways, this is Josh signing out. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. Meow.